allow me to add my voice to the collective expression of praise and felicitations to the INNOTECH team headed by Dr. Ramon Sibacani for this noteworthy event, which brought together stories of the various partners the Center has worked with over the past years. It is indeed a fitting document that brings together the concrete projects and contributions to the educational development in the region. In true INNOTECH fashion, they made it more interesting by drawing out the stories from the different players throughout its 5 decades of history. I'm happy to say, but at the same time humbled, that I am part of that group and my story would belong to what we call the red color. Indeed, it was a story of passion, action, as well as determination. My involvement with the INNOTECH certainly enhanced my passion as a civil servant, a public trustee, if you will, in reaching out to Filipino educators and other counterparts in Southeast Asia. Among the many initiatives within the framework of INNOTECH's celebration of its golden year is to celebrate the many innovations that emerge from the creativity and expertise of teachers, principals, and other educators working throughout the region. This is indeed looking into the future of learning and the learning environment of the future, one that is shaped by diverse learning needs, different learning contexts, and priorities, cutting across all the different needs of the learners and the demand for education workers. Our teachers, academic, non-academic staff, administrators, and school managers, as well as supervisors and the various workers whose work reach to students, parents, and the community as a whole. Whilst much progress had been made over the years, the demand for innovative ways of delivering meaningful and engaging learning experiences has even become greater. INNOTECH and its programs evolved from Southeast Asia, confronting many different development issues. Now, the region's education sector confronts issues of quality, equity, excellence, and performance. The region's achievements in the area of education are indeed worth celebrating, and the INNOTECH Governing Board directed the Center to work on recognizing innovations that contributed towards improving teaching, learning, and governance of education services. Innovation is in the Center's DNA, and we must endeavor to recognize the various innovations introduced by teachers, principals, and various education workers across the region. And true to its mandate, the award and recognition for innovative practices also offers an opportunity for these outstanding education workers to share their exemplary practices. INNOTECH will never miss an opportunity to learn and share the valuable ideas that may be replicated and help usher improvements in their own learning environments. The award is meant to be given out in 2-year cycles, corresponding to the INNOTECH International Conferences, the biannual event that brings together education players in the Southeast Asia and beyond to learn and discuss the issues on education, innovation, as well as technology. INNOTECH's International Conference since 1987 has been a major event for the thought leaders in education. In aligning the grant of the award with that of international conference, the winning innovations in education can have a ready platform to share, inspire other educators, and hopefully engage them in a meaningful dialogue. Participation in the international conference is also meant to usher in a series of learning fora among education thought leaders in the region. When the INNOTECH Governing Board deliberated on the grant of the award, The SEAMEO Secretariat, through Dr. Ethel Valenzuela, endorsed the idea and proposed merging the Education Innovation Awards initiated by the SEAMEO Secretariat into this award, making it a region-wide initiative. The award seeks to recognize and value the outstanding contributions of the various education actors who have introduced and applied innovative approaches, strategies, and practices to improve actions of various aspects of teaching, learning, and governance of education. And these innovations may come in the form of new materials, new practices, improvements in the ways of managing a classroom, or better ways of engaging learners. At the school or learning center level, these innovations may be in the form of new practices or sharing and managing information and data in schools, platforms and mechanisms for sharing and exchanging knowledge and information and improving teacher capabilities. At the level of the school, effective engagement of the community and the other stakeholders are also opportunities for introducing those innovations and practices for better learning. But the award does not stop at recognition, although we do see the power of highlighting an example. More importantly, we hope to see the start of professional knowledge sharing among Southeast Asian teachers, school heads, and other categories of education actors, even parents and community leaders. INNOTECH would be there to facilitate and support these groups, which is our small contribution to building the Southeast Asian community. INNOTECH was built around addressing problems and concerns in education in the region, and this takes a new aspect of the center's role of the region's education development. One that celebrates strengths as we recognize the innovations that work towards achieving the goals of education within the diverse operational context. So, for 2021 award cycle, the theme for the award is Educational Innovations in the Time of COVID, Exploring Possibilities to Improve Learning for All. The COVID-19 pandemic is the single biggest disruption in education confronted by the region over the past decades. Indeed, it challenged all educational systems in the region to address the twin issues of ensuring a safe learning environment for teachers and learners whilst meeting the learning needs of students. The past year also yielded opportunities for various education players to step up and introduce new and effective practices that address the needs and requirements for effective teaching and learning in various contexts. These innovations are evident in the classrooms through various materials and use of technology-enabled learning delivery mechanisms, effective assessment mechanisms, as well as teaching practices. At the school level, school heads and supervisors have initiated new ways of engaging teachers, ensuring synergy and sharing of knowledge and practices, as well as adapting prescribed practices to manage teaching practices. In recognizing new and effective practices in the schools and in the classroom level, the award covers two categories. One, recognizing group achievement led by a school head and the innovative practices of a teacher. Thus, our call for nominations will be for teachers and school heads. The award nomination forms can be downloaded from the INNOTECH website. Posters, information notes, and forms are also being sent to the Ministries of Education of Southeast Asia, as well as the various institutional partners of INNOTECH, such as development agencies, non-government organization, civil society organization, and academic institutions, including various partner institutions in the region. The detailed instructions on the submissions are provided in the information notes. Don't forget, all nominations must reach SEAMEO INNOTECH by 31st of August 2021. The award secretariat will make an initial review of the nominations to ensure that entries comply with the requirements set. An international panel of experts will be invited to review and narrow down the nomination in each category. Final selection will be made by the INNOTECH Governing Board in its 63rd meeting scheduled for October 2021. The awardees for school head and teacher categories will be invited to present the award-winning innovation to the next SEAMEO INNOTECH International Conference. Aside from participation in this conference, the awardees will be given 1. A trophy of recognition, 2. International travel grant to the Philippines to participate in the said conference, 3. Travel grant to another Southeast Asian country to present through a knowledge forum among principals and teachers their winning innovations. The grant for travel would be up to $3,000 for each category, and these award-winning innovations will be published by SEAMEO INNOTECH as a monograph. Aside from that, the above-mentioned grants, the awardees may be invited to share their expertise in relevant projects and initiatives of the SEAMEO INNOTECH and other partners. Further information on the Southeast Asian Educational Innovation Award are available through the Award Secretariat at SEAMEO INNOTECH. So, from this small beginning, we hope to engage more partners and co-sponsors as the Southeast Asian Educational Innovation Awards gain traction in the region's education community. We hope to further explore other categories of education actors with the shared purpose of making a difference in the lives of learners, the schools and teachers, as well as the communities served by these schools. Finally, let me add again my words of thanks and appreciation to the organizers of this event and look forward to seeing your nominations and entries to the award. So, let me leave you with a glimpse of the award to be won by our outstanding innovators.